My name's Mark, I'm 44. I live in Manchester with my wife and my two boys. I was initially diagnosed 3.5 years ago with melanoma from a mole on my chest, which I'd had for quite a while, and it ended up changing, the cells going bad, and I had to have it removed, basically biopsied, and it turned out to be melanoma. It was a real shock when it started to change and to find out that suddenly I was involved in this sort of cancer world, really, and it was initially a big shock to me. You can either go two ways. You can either say, this is eventually going to finish me off, or you're going to make the most of your time that you've got left, however long that may be. I also believe strongly in medicine, in the research. So I was sat in the waiting room and I noticed a poster for a research group to discuss melanoma, my condition. So I thought I would go along really and see what it was all about. So the experience at first when I went into the room, obviously everyone's a little bit nervous because you're going into a room of 10 people you don't know, but it was really welcoming. Everybody was so nice, so friendly. We instantly had a connection. The staff were lovely with me. It was just really, really welcoming. They encouraged us to talk and to be really open, and that was really good because when everyone's talking open and honestly, then you get the best results from it, I'm sure, from the research. So we felt really, really really valued, really just like you were making a difference. I think one of the most important things is that whilst the researchers are the experts and they've done the exams and the study and that side of it, they haven't lived through the diagnosis, they haven't lived through some of the symptoms or the side effects of the treatments, whereas we have, so we can bring the other side of the coin really. We can tell them exactly what it's like to be like this. So they may have read it in a textbook, but if they hear it from a person who's lived through it, then I think it really makes a difference to them. And there's new treatments coming out all the time. Who's to say that in 3 years a brand new drug might not be out that maybe even I've contributed to the research to in a tiny, tiny little way. When I started 3.5 years ago with melanoma, there was no treatment for it. You simply had the mole taken out and then you had to wait and just hope it didn't come back. Since then, immunotherapies come along, targeted therapies have come along. So there's just advances all the time. If I can give anything back, whether it's a research group, whether it's a questionnaire or whatever it will be, I will always do that because you just feel like you might make a difference, even if not to you, even if to somebody else's life in the future, and then I can say, well, I did my best, I did my bit.